YouTube, what the crap's going on? Welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War. I guess I should have loaded the campaign first, but I'll tell you what, man, if you forget to load a campaign first in Shogun 2, you'll know about it. That game has got some seriously long loading times. Of course, I can forgive it, because I love that game a lot. And I don't... My solid state drive, I've got Rome 2 and Attila on it. I should probably move Rome 2 off of it. And because Rome 2 loads pretty fast even without a solid state drive, and maybe put Shogun 2 on there. I don't know if the solid state really helps Shogun 2 much, though, is the thing. I've never tried it. Probably just look to grab me another solid state drive this holiday whenever they go on some nice sales. Alright, so we're back on the France campaign, and we had a few interesting things happen. Makes me wonder if Spain's trying to attack England here. Portugal is control of Rene over here, and again, I'm going to pronounce these all kinds of wrong. And some of you all told me Angers is what I'll call it for now, just for fun. Yeah, you try and help me with the pronunciation, and I read it, and I think I understand it, and then later on when I go to record, I really don't remember. So, you all were telling me not to declare war on another Christian faction, because the Pope will get mad, and it kind of makes sense. So, I think what we'll do, we at war, we're neutral. So we're still neutral with all these factions. Maybe we should just keep trying to build up a little money and power here. I'm a little frustrated that these guys jumped in front of me. Portugal did. Take this. Let's see what I got with this army. So we got some spears, some mailed knights. Yeah, this army's perfectly capable. Let's see, our castle is in Toulouse. Toulouse. Yeah, whatever it is. It's in that place. Maybe I just need to get these things. And, well, like I said, I'll never remember it, so I don't even know why I'm saying it. Let me check. Got Moorish agents. Someone said... Okay, so let me see where my agent's at right now. Did my agent get killed after traveling all this way? No. I think he said south of Cairo there's some good trading. I can see something down here, and that looks... Maybe that's ivory. There we go. I've got some move orders. Let's get my guy down there. And then I've still got this cardinal over here doing some work. Let's see what these... Yeah, piety, age 50. I think I trained some other agents. Yeah, we got another French priest headed down here.
Today's journey ends.
I wanted to say that I trained some more agents. I thought I had trained like another merchant or something. I don't have a lot of money left on this turn anyway. Maybe we should just end the turn. Don't think anything big's gonna happen. We've got buildings going in every... Ooh, England's like sitting on their border. Spain's in the English borders. Got HRE forces moving in my land. I will wait, though, until someone declares war on me. We've got a castle ready to upgrade, which is cool. Although I don't have enough money to do it, so I'm going to have to wait another turn and then do it. We definitely need to continue to work on the money piece of things. The Moors in Portugal seem to have struck an agreement. That's funny. Got an inquisitor. Didn't someone say there's a heretic up here? Moorish allies, imperial diplomat, inquisitor, heretic. There we go. We need to use our priest to get rid of this guy, apparently.
So who is the blasphemer then?
Yeah, doesn't say we're going to be very successful. We'll try. Alright, so we failed, but we'll try again. That heretic's what's causing some of the religious upheaval there. Thanks for the tip, by the way, from the folks who tipped me off to that. Looks like we have a castle at Metz, too, that I forgot about. I'd kind of like to maybe get over here and take that rebel large town that the Flemish rebels are handling.
We shall slaughter them.
Well, I didn't mean you had to, like, walk right through the English town here. Alright, well, whatever. We'll take care of it on the next turn. I didn't actually attack the English, so... We'll try and make our way up and hit the, what does it say, the Flemish rebels up here. I need to save my money so I can upgrade the castle. Got my agents moving towards their positions.
We come bearing word for you.
Trade rights sounds
Mutually
good.
beneficial. Farewell, noble lord.
Okay, don't think we need... Aleppo gets hit by the earthquake, which is apparently over here. What is that? Is that Syria? Modern day? I don't know. Taking a best guess.
Another?
Yeah, let's head this way to Paris, and then we can head north here and go get the attack
March on our
done.
victims, senor.
Oh, sweet. We needed the trade agreement with Sicily, so we got 100 florins, which isn't much. Cheap merchants. Good. Got some buildings constructed. So let's go ahead and shell out the money to upgrade this castle, which is going to leave us with not a ton of money afterwards. Let's see if we can do anything to improve the situation here in Dijon. Yeah, this town guard would help, actually. So we'll do that. Apparently I still got a decent chunk of florins left here. Paris will probably require a pretty expensive building. Let's look at Marseille real quick. Brothel, leather tanner. We could do the land clearance. And we're taxing very high, which will kind of help keep the population growth in check anyway. We could do the same thing here, I think. Might as well. See if we can get a little more money from the improved farms. Might as well spend the money. So my priest there is only a couple of turns from being down into Moorish-controlled Morocco. We'll see if we can cause some trouble. I think we're allied to them, though. Can't remember. Looks like Cairo has beaten back the Crusaders and is now, it looks like, again under Egyptian control. I think it was captured on a crusade by the Holy Roman Empire, I think. Could be another campaign that I was playing. Can't remember. So the Council of Nobles wants me to blockade this port. I'm at war with the Portuguese? Since when? Huh. Well, heck. I'm at war with the Portuguese. Let's do this thing.
Where shall we strike?
I wish I would have stayed over here.
We shall slaughter them.
Yes, we shall.
Continuing tomorrow.
So we may, the Portuguese, if they send people up, they'll send them, looks like from here. Oh yeah, it's because they blockaded one of my ports here. At Angers. Oh man, mispronouncing that. Let's see, I could recruit more merchants. Let me find something good to do with the merchants first, and then I'll worry about recruiting more.
God's servant. Who does mon roi suspect of heresy?
Ha!
God will show us his judgment.
My priest tried to get rid of the heretic and rather himself became a heretic, so rather nice, rather nice. Now we're going to need to recruit another priest. I wonder if... I don't have any spies or anything else sitting around either. Oh, we got another heretic over here. Good grief. Got heretics all over us. Let's go here and recruit up another priest as well. Can we hire an assassin too? That might be handy. Let's hire a priest and an assassin. There we go. It'll cost me a little money, but hopefully that'll pay off. I'm going to go ahead and... well, we probably have enough money to build a couple of things. Let's go ahead and build the improved farms there. Marseille, Metz. Is there anything we can build at Metz? Might build the mines. Try and get that extra income fired up. Okay. I'll have to look and see what it is we get from... I think my priest is getting attacked by an imam or something. Let's see. No thanks. There we go.
In God's name.
So we're actually converting
Please,
Morocco here in this area to Catholicism slowly. And hopefully that'll do what you all said it would, which is gain me some favor in the eyes of the Pope. So... Alright, we can attack this Portuguese town here. I don't think they have much by means of defenses, but let's maintain the siege.
Let us stop waiting and take the walls, we?
Let's see, we got some bad guys here. See, agents. I got my
God's
priest.
servant. Who is to stand trial, Seigneur?
Well, at least we didn't follow the heresy.
They are guilty. God will show us.
Alright, let's see.
Mon roi? So who is the blasphemer then?
God will show us his judgment.
That's funny. So my priests are failing pretty miserably. Let's see if my assassin can get in here and take care of the Mr. Heretic. Ah, sweet, they got movies in here? I didn't know they had movies in Medieval 2. Awesome. Ah, got a snake. Get him. Sweet. I think that the heretic got snake bit in the nards there. That was perfect. I like that. That assassin, he should get a raise, as far as I'm concerned. Let's see. Bordeaux. Let's go ahead and just upgrade the farms in a couple of these places. See if we can make a little extra money off of it. There we go. We spent our money. I need to get a little fleet built up and go blockade this port. Let's see what it is I get. Pope still wants me to crusade. Yeah, we'll live. Oh, we get 1,000 florins for blockading the port. Of course, I'll probably spend more than that in upkeep and actually training a navy, but we could put like one ship and blockade it and see if we get lucky. Oh, nope. We got Portuguese ships blockading our port still, actually. See, Robert of Chester, an English translator, has completed his transcription of the Liber de Compositione Alchemy, so like a book about chemistry or something. Originally an Arabic text, is a grand compendium of scientific and alchemical discoveries and musings, being deemed an affront to holy mandate by the establishment. But rumor has it that scholars would risk being associated with heretical beliefs to glean the knowledge hidden within the pages. Interesting.
Ready to trade.
If it gets me like Naphatunes or something, I'd be all fine with that.
D'accord. En route. I shall continue tomorrow, mon roi.
Yeah, whatever you said there. Alright. Looks like we got an imam following us.
Mon roi?
Oh, we did. Must have moved outside of his range. So yeah, we're up to
God's servant.
40% Catholic there in Morocco, so that'll be causing some problems for the Moors. Got a few rebels and stuff around that'd be good to get rid of. We got rid of that heretic.
Mon roi? Who does mon roi suspect of heresy?
Failed again.
If they are guilty,
Let's go
God
here, get this
will show
agent.
us.
Need someone removed?
Yes, I do actually. If you don't mind coming and assassinating this guy, that'd be great.
The end approaches, mon ami.
Sure, whatever you say, pal. Go ahead and hit the farms here. So we will have upgraded our farms pretty much everywhere. Well, we haven't done it here yet either. Oh, we could build a shipwright though too. I think that increases our... Let's go ahead and start with the farms, and then we'll start building some of the other stuff. Like I said, hopefully we're going to be getting some more solid income coming through. Ah, sweet. English took out those rebels. I wonder what the HRE is doing, just like marching around in my land there. What, someone call it jihad? Called by Saeed Malok or whatever. So what's he calling a jihad on Baghdad? I guess it's a rebel town, so they've called a jihad on Baghdad. Wow. Paris needs to be upgraded, which is going to be pretty expensive, but we got the money to do it. So let's upgrade it so that we don't lose public order, which you usually can pretty quick. Polish cardinal died. Let's see.
Wait.
Oh, we need to train... Is it Bordeaux that has the... Oh, I don't have enough florins to train a cog. I'll get one trained next time. Let's go ahead and hit these guys.
We march on our victims, Seigneur.
Let's assault. I don't know what they've got here, but it might be kind of fun to assault these guys. Watch me end up taking way more losses than I should. So they've got some mailed knights, some Chinets, which are a cool Jav Cav, and then just town militia. And their king is here. Wow. We're going to get to kill the Portuguese king, so this will actually be well worth it.
Once we close,
I need to get a catapult built at my castle at Toulouse, whatever that is. Yeah. Where my castle's at. I need to get some catapults built so that it'll make sieging easier for me. Let's see. Is there no gatehouse? There's a gatehouse. I'm only gonna need one battering ram, and I don't want my archers on it. Let's have them drop the ram. Let's let our archers lay down some cover fire. Let's get them up here in loose formation. We should be able to overwhelm the guys on the wall, and then I really just want to bust the gates open to let my cavalry in. Let's kind of get ready to get right up next to the gates with the siege towers here. These guys will back up that siege tower. These guys will back up this siege tower. Mailed knights here in the center, and then my bodyguards safe in the back here. Okay, let's start the battle. What are we going to be up against up here on the walls? Some javelins and town militia. Should be able to handle our own. Let's move up our peasant archers and let them get some shots. And then let's actually get these guys to pick up the ram and go bash the gates in. I love the music in this game. So cool. Get a pretty awesome feel. Yeah, losing a few archers to be expected. We're kind of up in their tower range. Let's let my archers open up on the enemy units. The towers fire very fast, and you can hear them. They almost sound like machine guns. I still think it's annoying that the towers in all the Total War games fire so fast and do so much damage, but you don't even have to garrison them. Like, they just do it. Seems like you should at the very least be forced to put some troops there to support. Just gonna keep an eye on my archers. Like I said, I just want to let them keep firing for now, just to do what little damage they can do, if any. They're not gonna do a lot.
Suddenly, our siege towers are the walls. Our enemy has nowhere to hide now.
Well, that'd be good. More town militia. Let's give these guys an attack order on those town militia. And then give these guys an attack order up here too. Try and get the walls captured. This guy's down at 37. Not making a huge difference yet. Because the arrows have to fire on kind of like this high arcing trajectory, and they don't come down very accurate. So we won't be getting many, if any, kills. In fact, my archers, really the only thing they're doing is just drawing fire at this point. That's almost kind of worth it in and of itself. I'll stop firing once my own troops get on the wall, just because I don't want to kill my own men. So let's actually pull back with my archers. Okay, my guys are making their way up here, and we're going to be fighting these javelin men in melee combat. Hopefully my guys can win. They are just crappy spearmen though, so I'm not expecting too much.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. The battering ram is in place.
Good.
It will not be long before our enemy's defenses fall.
That would also be very acceptable. So I got my prince and 3 mailed knights ready to charge in through the gates just as soon as we bash them in, and that won't be long. And the walls are falling kind of at the same time. Yeah, we got spearmen pouring in over here. The town militia's not doing well. I'm gonna go ahead and start running up with my cav. Because the gate should be bashed in here by the time they get up. So it'll hopefully minimize the arrow tower fire that I'll have to sit under.
The battering ram has done its work.
There we
Now
go.
it is time
There's some
for
Jeanettes just
Braveheart
inside the
and
gate. That's
Brave
cool.
Deeds.
It's time for Braveheart? I love that movie. Alright, let's bring our mailed knights in and take out these Jeanettes. My own spearmen are in the way here. These Jeanettes probably won't fare too well. Oh, that town militia, though, is going to be able to get over here into my cav.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Good. I'd prefer they belong to us. More missile cav. The mailed knights over here. Yeah, there's a Portuguese town militia that's bunched up on our cav over here. I want to get these guys over here into this fight. We got mailed knights. Those are my mailed knights. My mailed knights are taking some losses. Let's get our spear militia into the enemy mailed knights. Are we still under tower fire over here? Yeah, because I guess there's still Portuguese units here, so we don't control the tower in its entirety yet. Got 2 units of Jeanettes. Are these town militia still holding up? Come on, kill those guys.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Let's see, their Jeanettes are routing, mailed knights. Looks like we're kind of starting to get a good push here. We're going to attack these enemy mailed knights. Where are they at, man? I can't even find their dang banner. Okay, looks like we routed the enemy mailed knights. So yeah, we're getting a general chain route started. Precisely what we want. I think we're about to capture the gatehouse. Let's see what's left over here in the... Okay, so there's the enemy king. Rather than kill a bunch of my cav fighting him cav on cav, I'd kind of like to actually just get all my spearmen ready and send them to the town square. Alright, so we do own the gateway. Let's kind of fast forward. Get all my spearmen up here into position. Like I said, this game is not spectacular by today's standards, but man, it looks pretty good considering its age. So yeah, the Portuguese king here. Very cool looking unit that he's got as well. Again, I know that the graphics are a little old and outdated, but man, it still looks good. Yeah, all these spear militia, let's get them up here and let them rest, actually. Let's go ahead and fast forward, get all my men down. They're kind of having a little bit of pathfinding weirdness because of the walls. They're kind of like warmed up, winded. I don't know where you're going. Get back here. Warmed up. Okay. Okay, got all my spearmen moving in. Like I said, these guys are resting. It takes a long time to regain your stamina in this game. It's not anything like Attila, where I actually like that mechanic about Attila. So I give Attila quite a bit of crap in certain respects, but honestly, I really like the mechanic that you guys tire and rest quicker. Not because it's necessarily more realistic, but because it plays a role more vividly in the battle. you know, hey, I need to rest, but you don't have to wait 10 minutes for it to happen. Or my guys do fatigue, but again, it takes like 10 minutes to get fatigue, because the battles are a lot faster than they would be in real life anyway. And so I kind of like the fact that they've accelerated the fatigue scale there. I know some people don't like it, and that's fine. I just think it's kind of neat, actually. Okay, so all my guys are almost fresh again. And these older games, though, I mean, it took, like, especially if you got exhausted, I mean, it would take like 20 minutes to get your guys cooled down again, which, again, in real life, that's a somewhat realistic feat, but just a game, so it's nice to not have to sit around fast-forwarding like this. Like, I mean, just still waiting these guys that are warmed up, taking forever. I like how you can hear the dogs barking. Really? How long are we going to be warmed up for? Shit, good grief. We're good. You'll live. Let's get in here and attack this general's bodyguard. Just get a big old horde of spearmen going. And I may Shillatron, because the AI will attack me as soon as I get into the town center, I think. I don't think we need the Shillatron. Alright, so we got a absolute crap ton of spearmen coming after the enemy bodyguard now. Let's bring this unit of mailed knights over here. Losing quite a few spearmen in this unit because the bodyguard's kind of pushing up and getting into combat. Once prolonged combat kind of starts to grind in and the damage starts being done, not too worried about it. Yeah, we'll start to see the enemy cav drop fairly
Our men
quick.
are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash.
And I want
the
to try and
enemy.
sideswipe the Portuguese king here with my mailed knights. They're already taking casualties fairly quick from just the horde of spearmen that I've thrown their way. On the charge, a unit like this would just absolutely cremate my spearmen. But it's going to struggle in prolonged melee. Not to
The
say
enemy
that...
king lies
There he goes.
dead. Montjoie Saint-Denis. Our men have taken control of the city.
So the enemy king is dead. Perfect. I'm going to swing in still and run a charge on these. On the king's bodyguard, just to try and finish them off, because they will fight to the death, as will every other unit in the town center. So the Portuguese king is dead at the hands of my warriors. And what's left of the Portuguese bodyguard is going to die pretty quickly here. There are very few Portuguese units left. Yeah, the enemy have one mailed knight that just dropped there, so he's dead. And then there's...
This is an
There we
act
go.
heroic, which only belongs to men of great virtue and valor.
That's right, men. Do some celebrating. Just killed the Portuguese king. Sorry for anybody from Portugal who's watching. Nothing personal. Do I have anybody watching from Portugal? I'm sure there's probably someone now and then.
Nothing can stand in our way. What was
Right.
the enemy's is now yours, Moa.
I'm gonna sack it. Get me some coin to help rebuild it. And let's see. So the next population's at 6,000, so that's good. We got some time to kind of build things up. I'm gonna focus on like the town hall and the town watch, all that stuff. Farms, roads, market, all the stuff that should help stabilize and help me make more money. So I'll just go ahead and line all that stuff up to be built. And then we need to get back down to Tulo and retrain this army, but we'll wait one turn. The Papal States is mad at me. Holy Roman Empire is very mad at me. Do we have enough troops over here to help fight? Let's see, I got a castle here at Metz, so what can I recruit here? I mean, all I've got is spear junk. Sergeant Spearman, what do I got here? Spear Militia. Spear Militia. Let's just use these guys to recoup their numbers, and then I'll just ban the leftover one. There we go.
Orders?
Alright, let's disband that unit. We've got that archery training. Let's get a couple more infantry built up here, because we may have to be fighting the Holy Roman Empire soon, and England could just as well turn on us as well. Things could get ugly actually really fast in the wrong scenario. So let's go ahead and end the turn. We're getting close hopefully to some of the nice resources, trying to track down the heretic still. Looks like some Crusader rebels or something getting chased off by Egypt. What do you want, Denmark?
I bring word
Oh,
from
heck
my
yeah.
people, noble one.
Alliance, trade rights, marry a princess. Psh, man. Denmark wants the whole kit and caboodle here. We'll do that.
This is wonderful.
Welcome, my Danish
Goodbye.
friends.
I look forward to our next meeting.
Okay,
Whose life ends today?
I guess that heretic ran off. What's up with the Inquisitor? Who is the Inquisitor? Like, who do they represent? Is it from, like, the Papal States?
Royalty escapes God's judgment. Heresy cannot hide from me.
Should I assassinate the Inquisitor? Probably not. Here's Prince Louis getting measured to Cecile here, or however. I don't know how you say it if it's a Danish name. Man, someone's gonna have to give her a rest when she gets to the end of that aisle. Hey, like how the girl's in like this dress and everything with the giant thing, and then the guy's just like, dude, throw on my knight's uniform here, how do I look? Sweet. Alright, so got the marriage done. Got a whole bunch of farming done. I'm hoping that that improves our income. And it looks like it did, because we've got a pretty nice chunk of money running. We've got this other town now earning us more money too. So let's see what we got here. Don't want to convert it to a castle. Happy with what we got. Bordeaux. We could go ahead with the ballista maker here. Or more improved farms. Let's kind of see what else I need to build first. What have I built here? So we can get paved roads and a shipwright. Catapult maker. So I can already recruit ballista here. Ooh, feudal knights. Moving it on up. So we got mailed knights and now feudal knights. So what is it? 10, 16. Yeah, 10, 16. What are these guys running? 10, 14. What's the charge difference here? 6. So they're both 6, but the feudal knights are definitely better. So that's pretty cool. Got mailed knights and feudal knights. Oh, sweet. We can get dismounted feudal knights also now, so we can get some actual decent infantry. Nice. Yeah, these guys are going to be much better than what I'm running right now on my infantry. The armor, too, upgrades to heavy mail, which is cool. So we got a lot of stuff we should probably be building here with some of our money. Let's spend some money to get the military capabilities of this city going. It's gonna be expensive, but let's run the catapult maker and the armor. Yeah, no reason to really upgrade that just yet. Armored sergeants, that's cool. So I'll go ahead and throw that one in there too. And we'll kind of let that stuff upgrade. Dijon is fine for now. Metz, another castle. Let's see if there's anything helpful we can build here. What can we recruit here? Mailed knights. We're in pretty good shape here. I wonder if we can get to the armored sergeants too. That'd be a decent unit to have as far as like a backbone, and then have a knights to back them up. Oh, someone calling me. Give me just a second. Alright. Let's see. Kind of thinking about what else I want to do. I probably ought to go ahead and move this army out and take it south. Let's take it back to retrain.
We camp here.
And then we can hit the Portuguese just across the Pyrenees here. There's 2 Portuguese cities that we could take, and it would certainly improve our holdings. Not a whole lot of money left in this turn.
God's servant.
Pretty much all Catholic around it. Well, that heretic caused some problems, so I may leave this priest here for now. We have another priest up here, I think. Yeah. Let's bring him down here, and then eventually we can move him on. We'll go ahead and move on over here.
Ready to trade. D'accord.
What do we got here? 118 florins per turn. What is it? Egyptian merchant is all. That must be slaves or something.
D'accord.
Let's go see what this other one is, because the Egyptian merchant's got that one handled. I'm going to go see if that's ivory or something else, and if we have to, we'll try and get rid of the Egyptian merchant. Never did blockade that port, but we'll probably be fine. Faction excommunicated. Portugal. Ha! So Portugal just got excommunicated, which means the Pope would probably be happy with me abusing them at this point. So sounds like something that I can fill the role. Let's keep those guys marching to retrain. Yeah, we're making pretty decent money now on turn-ins, like about 6,000. It's not great, but it's okay. Let's see. See what other buildings we can. This town's gonna be upgrading soon enough. Not real soon, but it may not hurt to stack up a couple of the public order buildings. Let's see what we got here. Nothing left here other than improved farms, which let's just go ahead and do it. Metz is busy. Dijon. Again, probably might as well just improve the farms here. Okay. We got Marseille. We'll have to wait until we get some more money. Are we doing a good job converting down here still? Well, okay-ish. 41%. I have a little bit of money left, so let's maybe go ahead and recruit a merchant. Part of me still wants to go up and hit the Flemish rebels. I think that my merchant just walked all the way to the south corner of the map and then just got bought off by an Egyptian. Yep. Great. Marched all the way to the bottom of the map just to get screwed over. I think you all said that there's some down here, like, yeah, right there's some trade resource I can see as well. Yeah, and I can see this here too, so I think there's slaves and ivory and stuff down there, so maybe I'll try for that and see what we can get. I'll start training a merchant every turn and just start heading them that way and see if we can eventually get something nice set up.
Ready to trade.
So again, let's just get our merchant working their way at least down to here.
Travel no further today.
Okay, so Paris has been upgraded. We could even get ballista towers there now, which make we don't even have decent farms in Paris, which we probably don't want to encourage population growth any more than we need to at the moment. We could build an abbey, which is pretty cool. Ballista towers, extra wall defenses. They give us some pretty potent defenses. City Hall is probably going to be a great place to stop because we get a public health bonus and everything else. What is this? The theater. Public order due to happiness increases in a great market as well. Let's go ahead and build the City Hall. Okay. This army
An order? Marching.
will be ready to take on the rest of the Portuguese soon. I'll just again wait till we have more money. And here I'll go ahead and build this small church. Alright. Empire's doing pretty good at the moment. Can't lie, I'd love to keep pulling in more money. We're doing alright though, money-wise. Let's see what Russia wants here. Hopefully a trade agreement or something. Nothing just yet. Stinking Egyptian merchant. Screwed me over. Alright.
Ready to trade.
Get this agent. Get these guys moving. So let's go into Paris. And let's... Again, I'm just going to start recruiting a merchant each turn and try and go monopolize some of that stuff. Let's go ahead and upgrade the farms in a few of these places. Let's see. That's Marseille. There we go. And I'll just leave a little money left over because we're going to need to do some retraining here anyway on these guys. So let's do that retraining. Actually, what we could do is this, just to make it simpler.
Mon roi. Orders. Seigneur.
Yeah, we'll just, what are these guys? Sergeant, Spearman, and let's just get rid of these Spear Militia. They're getting on my nerves.
Orders. Seigneur. Mon roi. Orders.
Okay, so we're going to need to retrain these units. Or actually, no, we don't need to retrain all. We can still do that. There we go. 90. This unit was 73. We'll put there. I don't even know why. Where is this peasant archers? Oh,
Seigneur.
there we go. Now we can just do one peasant archer.
Orders.
And we can now just build a mailed knights and retrain that one. So we've got 3 units to retrain. And then let's get a few new units into the army. Man, I'd love to have these dismounted feudal knights. So I think I will. I'll keep my spearmen. We'll throw some dismounted feudal knights in here. And then I don't think we need to train anything else. Maybe one more archer. I don't even know if we need another mailed knight at the moment. I don't think we do. We've got plenty of cavalry. Doesn't take a ton. So that'll get things underway there. What do we got going on? Yeah, we failed our mission, which was to blockade the port. Big deal. Okay. Alright, so I've got 3 merchants trained and should be heading towards the resources. Should be is the big... Where did all my merchants end up
Ready to
at?
trade.
There's one French merchant.
Ready to trade.
He's still moving? Gonna move on.
Once I have rested, I shall continue.
Mon roi.
Where's my agent? Hang on. It feels like I'm missing something here. Show the list scroll. Agents. Merchant. One of my merchants must have gotten knocked off. No, they didn't.
Ready to trade.
Where is
Ready
this?
to trade.
Where's this bloke at? Bordeaux region. Angers. And Angers. Is one of them actually in Angers? Yeah. What are you doing in town?
Ready to trade.
Get out of there, you lazy duff. There we go.
I shall continue tomorrow, mon roi.
Alright, so we got all our
Ready to
merchants
trade.
moving.
Ready to trade.
Now look at this, the rebels already showing up here. Stinking, filthy brigands. throw a town guard into their queue there, and let's get a couple of town militia trained up. We need something to hold the brigands back with just in case. Oh, sweet, we can get armored sergeants now too. Upkeep's 155, so it's the same upkeep as the Sergeant Spearman, but we get improved defensive stats and probably better armor as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and train a couple of these guys in as well. I kind of went up there and get go take that rebel city. That'd be nice. What do you want, Russia? Portugal has like a tiny little army there, or is that a full stack?
The enemy surround us!
I can't tell if it's a full stack or a small army. We'll find out. Send an emissary to the Papal States? I don't know, I might.
Talk is cheap. Come face me. Talk is cheap. Come
Yeah, it's
face
like
me.
2
Name the
Portuguese
field of
units.
battle. We will meet you there.
So we got another marriage going on here. I think we watched that already. Yeah, it's gonna be the same, so we're alright. Let's see. So we are under siege here. 6 turns to surrender. All we're waiting on here is for 1 archer that we actually don't need. Sweet, I think we're in good shape. I actually might just recruit a couple of Sergeant Spearmen to hold the castle here. And then let's take all these guys. I'm gonna leave one of the family members here as well. And let's go up here and get rid of this Portuguese army and then move on. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and just end one more turn, get a little bit of money back. It's like an Agent Apocalypse there in the French lowlands. And then we got like a Russian princess here who apparently just likes bowing. Alright, let's see, so Inquisitor, Imperial Diplomat.
Ready to trade.
Are you merchants actually moving? Not pulling any of your lazy crap on me again?
Once I have rested, I shall continue.
Once you've rested. Like you deserve any.
God's servant.
Ready to trade. D'accord. En route.
Okay, so where did all my French merchant? Where did my 3rd merchant get to?
Whose life ends
Portuguese
today.
army, Portuguese cardinal, capital, inquisitor. Let's bring this assassin down here too.
Moving.
What happened to my dang... Gah!
I shall head there tomorrow.
I wish I had like that map thing like they do in the newer games. It'd be easier to keep track. So we got a merchant in Pamplona.
Ready to trade.
And then one in
Ready to
Bordeaux.
trade.
So there's one there, and then it says we have 2 near Pamplona. Okay, so French
Ready to
merchant.
trade. Ready to trade.
Okay, good. Alright, just making sure these guys are
I can travel no further today.
not getting all hung up again. We haven't built anything in Paris here in a bit. Paris is doing pretty good, though. You know what? I'm gonna leave it alone just for now, because a lot of the stuff there is really expensive. Not sure we're gonna get a great return on it just at the moment. Let's go ahead and put a ballista maker in. Like I said, I'd like to be able to train artillery.
I am a jewel of the Mediterranean. Do you?
Let's see. Go ahead and build the farms. And build the farm. Oh, actually, we need to upgrade the city. Okay. And the army here. Got armored sergeants. Spear militia, sergeant spearmen. Let's just leave the spear militia to guard, and let's go up here and hit the Flemish rebels and try and get us another.
We can go no further today, mon roi.
Need to upgrade. Oh, we can't afford to upgrade Bordeaux unless we do that too. So there we go. All right, perfect. Paris has the city hall completed. Apparently there's an inquisitor who's gonna go screw around with one of my, and they're from the Papal States, huh? Why would the inquisitor be messing with my priest? Jerk. Baghdad was jihaded, executed for heresy. Yeah, little Mr. Inquisitor, let's see how long I put up with you. Alright, give me an assassin. Where was it I could train the assassin? Yeah, let's see if you like that. Not putting up with that crap.
Ready to trade.
Okay. Looks like the Portuguese turned tail and ran, which was probably a good choice. They've got their Portuguese, let's see, some French rebels here. Let's push back the French rebels. Alright, so we're going to have an open field battle with the Portuguese here, which will be fun. Then we got 3 mailed knights at Jeanette. So they've got a decent cavalry force, but really crappy infantry and just short range skirmishers, so I'll have a range advantage for sure. Let's fight the battle. And I think I'll probably be out of time for this episode, because I did start my timer wrong, but I do think that I'm close to the end of it here. Go ahead and start our deployment. I want to get my archers up front. Again, they don't have any long-range skirmish firepower, so I'm just going to leave my archers in, there we go. Actually, we can ungroup the archers. Ah, sweet. I can do this to get my guys in, like, nicer groups. Ha! Like it. There we go. Aw, man. Did you just screw up my archer group? There we go. How about that? Nice. Now it's easier to get a hold of my troops. I like it. Okay, let's get our dismounted feudal knights in the center, behind our archers. They'll serve as kind of the backbone. Keep our bodyguards here in the center. Then let's put a mailed knight out here to support our spearmen. So we'll use our spearmen and mailed knights to take out the enemy cav. Let's go ahead and start the battle. Now we did attack them, so we're going to have to move up, and the AI does not have to. Go ahead and fast forward, just kind of walk my men up. AI is going to take the hill. They've got all of these javelin men. I'm going to try and picket them from range with my archers. We'll be firing uphill, but we could probably come from an angle if we really wanted to make it better, but we'll be fine one way or the other. Okay. Whoa! What do they got coming at me here? Jeanettes? they gonna charge into my archers? No, they're just gonna throw javelins. I'm just gonna let these Jeanettes sit here and eat some archer fire from my peasant archers. They got a couple javelins. I've actually killed a knight and a few archers, but I don't think that them staying around for prolonged skirmishing like this is being a good deal. I mean, they're getting a few javelins off and killing a few men. Now they're gonna go into Cantabrian Circle, which actually may be better for them. I'm just gonna give an attack order from all my archers. I'm not sure how their ammo looks too, and it looks like they're attacking a spear militia. They may miss though and hit my mailed knights. Yeah, they're killing a fair few of my spear militia, about 10 of them. I don't know how much ammo they have though. If it's anything like Rome 2, they won't have, or Rome, they won't have enough. Okay, I got a lot of archer fire pouring into these Jeanettes now. And they are starting to drop. Although the Cantabrian Circle really does work on Medieval 2 and Rome. It makes it take a lot longer to kill enemy skirmish cav that's in it. And it's definitely a helpful way of doing some skirmishing, but it will get these guys pretty tired. They're actually wavering right now. I'm just gonna let my guys keep firing away. We are killing them at a decent pace. They're down to 40 horses, 38. You're gonna be dropping fast. So we'll just get these Jeanettes off the field since the AI is gonna let us. Mailed knights, mailed knights. Can't remember if they have any more Jeanettes. They don't. This will be good for us. Use all the Portuguese mailed knights. Let's see, we're down to 33 over here. You can see though how this can make me waste a lot of ammo. Some of these guys have wasted a decent chunk of their ammo on a missile cav that's otherwise not worth a whole lot. I don't even know if they have it. Yeah, they still got javelins. They're still throwing away over here. But it's at a spear militia basically, so they're not making themselves very useful. I'm gonna switch over to Flaming Shot, see if I can convince these Jeanettes to leave the battlefield a little bit in a more timely manner. See if we can scare them with some Flaming Shot. It'll take me a little longer to reload though, I think, but here comes all the Flaming Arrows. Flaming Arrows do look pretty cool in Medieval 2. There they go, we broke them. So we got the Jeanettes off the field. Good. They'll probably come back. Okay. Let's get our forces ready to march forward again. I think the Jeanettes already came back from... Or no, they're still routing. Good. That Flaming Shot was enough to break them, so that was great. I want to get just inside the range of the Portuguese troops so that I can fire on them from long range, try and get rid of some of their javelins. The Jeanettes are going to come back for seconds. Actually, let's go into play. Don't skirmish, archers. They're going to come in and pitch their javelins again. I'm going to switch right back over to Flaming Shots because they're already wavering. Broken again. Go ahead and give them a volley. This will make sure they don't come back. Alright, switch off Flaming again. Okay. Yeah, I'm not within range of their javelin units yet. My peasant archers firing uphill aren't going to have great range. Only some of my archers are in range. Just make sure and push up the units to support my peasant archers as needed. And then let my peasant archers start firing away basically at the enemy units. Alright, they're moving up some Jav troops. Let's get my archers into position. I don't want them to skirmish, actually. I'm going to let them stand and shoot. Let's see how we do, just out of curiosity. I wonder if these are very good javelinmen. So my archers are going to start firing. We're going to get pretty nice shots, point blank with no obstruction. So I'm thinking the damage actually ought to be pretty substantial. AI is going into loose, but still taking heavy damage. Yeah, just the sheer number of peasant archers here are gonna cause them a lot of grief. Those are cool looking skirmishers, though, I have to admit. Yeah, so my archer's firing away, and I'm just gonna let them do so. Let's try and clear out some of these javelins. These guys are now throwing javelins. Haven't taken any losses yet. My peasant archers actually have some mail armor, which is nice. Yeah, these enemy javelins are getting slaughtered. Let's see. Yeah, they just turned their back to me, so they're going to take some more losses there as well. These guys fight down to like just a few men left, so I'm going to activate Flaming Shot again and see if we can convince these guys that they should leave. Just kind of take my time here and take advantage of my shooting strength. I've got it on double speed right now just so we can go a little faster. These guys are now shaken from the flaming missiles. I'm not losing any archers to their fire. Shaken, those guys routed. So again, I'll just leave my archers on fire at will and let them. No wavering just yet. Still down to 31 men, and so yeah, we can get rid of a few more of these javelins. I'd prefer that. If the enemy mailed knights were to charge my feudal knights, it'd be actually kind of bad. Still just shaken here. I'm surprised these guys aren't ready to get off the battlefield already. Now they're wavering. So these guys are about to say goodbye. Oh, back down to shaken now. Really? Standing in front of a whole enemy army and getting missile flamed. Wouldn't think that that's going to really do wonders for their morale. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and attack. Let's get my knights running. Okay, these guys are wavering but still haven't routed. Let's switch back over to standard shot and put some missiles into these guys. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and charge the town militia and some of the mailed knights, and then I'll try and swing around with my own mailed knights. Let's get into the mailed knights over here. And then I'll get my heavy infantry into their town militia. And then we'll hit their javelin over here with our mailed knights. Let's bring up our bodyguards units just in case we need them.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like
the
this,
AI is
we
just
will
like
smash
sitting up here
the
on the
enemy.
hill. Don't know what their deal is. So all my feudal knights are engaging here. They're going to do very well against these Portuguese units. Swing around here with another spear unit. Got some town militia already wavering. Yeah, we got a nice rear charge into their mailed knights, and then over here I've caught their,
Très bien.
there we
The
go.
enemy general lies dead.
Enemy
We
general
have sent
down.
the cur to hell.
Their javelins are dying. Their mailed
The
knights are
enemy
now
flees
routing.
the
Yeah,
battle.
so we ended up just
This is
chain
our
routing the
night
rest of the enemy
heroic.
army,
We
so definitely a successful battle there. Let's see.
Prisoners for profit. You are wise, Lord.
I could get 649 out of him for ransom.
Yes, yes.
Well, I don't know, the Pope
I don't want to
excommunicated
die.
him.
Please.
So I'll just do the Pope a favor here and get rid of these get rid of these folks. All right. So we've taken out the Portuguese army there, and then we've also gotten rid of some rebels.
Where shall we strike?
I'm almost thinking maybe we come strike here.
We shall slaughter them.
Anyway, that's all I have time for. Hope you all enjoyed it. Heir of Carthage, signing off for now.